Hey guys, so I'm practically just one step closer on getting this chainsaw running. So I'm currently working on the fuel lines now, and I'm just almost done with them. I'm done getting the line from into the primer and then to the tank. So still got all that. I already got the main line all done. Got the right length from inside the tank. That looks like it's long enough because the filter is sitting in the bottom. And so now need to take this carburetor apart, see what's lurking inside of it. So that's what this video is going to be. And so this carburetor is a Walbro, and it's a model WT324. So let's go ahead and get this carburetor apart. We'll start this side here. This is the pumping side. Okay. That's what it is. And actually this doesn't look too dirty at all. A little bit of stuff from here where the filter screen is, but everywhere else, actually all that looks pretty clean. And let me just peel off this diaphragm. It's the pumping diaphragm. This diaphragm doesn't seem too bad either. It's usually one of these blue plastic diaphragms. These are actually pretty good diaphragms, but since this thing is set for a long time, I'm going to replace it anyways. And get this gasket off. And this whole plate here, well, that's really clean. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll get this side of the carburetor off. This side here, it's got 4 screws. Okay. If I can just get this to come right off. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so I finally got that off. So right here is our metering diaphragm. If I can just get this pulled right off. Doesn't seem to be too bad either, but it is a little stiff. And I'll get this gasket off. And actually, oh yeah, that carburetor is really clean. So now I'll get this off. Hold on, let me get the flathead bit, so I'll probably get a better grip at it. Get that screw off. There we go. I'm just going to take the screw completely out since I'm going to be replacing all this. Make sure you put like your screws at a place where you can where they're secured, because you can these parts are small and you can easily lose them. Here's the whole metering lever and the pin. The spring. Then the needle. And doesn't look too bad. And so yeah, so this carburetor, whole thing is nice and clean. Since it's all nice and clean, I'm not going to bother taking these adjustment screws off and then putting them back in. So yeah, so now I need to get this screen out. So let me go find my safety pin and I'll get that filter screen out. Okay, simply just use a safety pin and just grab that little filter screen out. Oh yeah, that's just, carburetor is just clean as a whistle. But I'm gonna spray it up with some Deep Creep, since I don't have any carburetor cleaner, which Deep Creep works just as well as carburetor cleaner. And then I'll get this carburetor all reassembled. And so this will be the kit that I will be using. Always use a genuine Walbro kit for your Walbro carburetor, or if you have a Zama, make sure you use a genuine Zama carburetor kit as well. So what I'm using here is a fully repair kit. This is called a K10 watt. It has the diaphragms, the gasket, it has the filter screens, the needle, the pin, the Walsh plug. Now if you need just a kit that would have just the diaphragms and gaskets, you would need a D10 watt. And so I already got my hands all washed, because I like to wash my hands when just before installing all the new hardware onto the carburetor, just so that way I will not get the stuff contaminated into the carburetor, since it's all nice and clean now. So let me open this up and then we'll start reassembling the carburetor. Alright, so first I'm going to install the new filter screen. So you just put it in like this, and then take a 1/4 inch drill bit and then just push it in there gently and evenly. And that's all there is to it. We'll start out with reassembling the pump inside of the carburetor. So on this plate here, first you put your gasket on. Always put the gasket on first, and then your diaphragm, just like that. And then make sure that this side is towards the throttle. Sometimes you may want to actually depress the throttle to make it go in a lot easier. And that went in nice and easy. And then just put your screw back in and tighten it up. Alright, so that's done. So make sure it's fairly tight. Don't have it too tight, because you can easily strip the threads. Now for the metering side. Okay, so now I got the metering lever. Now we got to get it all reassembled. So put your pin in on the metering lever here. Your needle goes in right in there like that, and it all just goes right in there. Oh yeah, I forgot the spring. Let me go find the spring. And once you get all that on, just put the screw in that helps hold it all in, and then tighten it up. Just make sure it's fairly tight, not too tight, because you can strip the threads on the carburetor. And you could also can even strip the head of the screw too. So that's tight enough. And yeah. So next, take your gasket here. It only goes in one way, just like that. Then your metering diaphragm. It just goes in like that. And then just take your cover here. Now if it is dirty, just make sure you clean it up. And then you just insert it in. And it doesn't matter which way you start it in. There is a little hole. This is actually a vent hole, so it doesn't really matter on which way you put it. There's no right or wrong way on putting it on. So I'll get this on, get the 4 screws tightened up on it. Alright, so I got the screws put in. And make sure you tighten these screws evenly. So go ahead and just snug one. Then do like the other, do it in a crisscross. That way it's on nice and even, just to prevent any fuel leaks or air leaks. Alright, now I will just get these all tightened up a little bit more. And so this carburetor is rebuilt, so now it's ready to be put on the chainsaw. Alright, so it's time to like reinstall the carburetor on the chainsaw. You want to have it this way. Choke lever has to be to the right because it fits in to right here. And so just get these fuel lines out of the way here. I'll slide this carburetor on. If I can. Oh, hold on. Okay, I can't find the holes here. Well, I've ran into a problem. The carburetor gasket between the carburetor and the intake manifold. Well, the gasket, however, was stuck on the carburetor. Apparently I was trying to get it on the machine, and well, this happened. It broke. So looks like I'm not going to get this thing running today. And besides, it's starting to get dark, and so looks like it's going to have to wait until this coming weekend. So first I'll just have to go get through this work week, and then just gonna have to wait probably till Saturday. So I'll have to order a new carburetor gasket. So that really sucks. Well, not exactly sucks. I still need to order a new air filter and also a new bar and chain. So that sucks. So it's gonna have to wait. And so stay tuned for part 2, which it'll probably be this weekend, more than likely. But at least I got the carburetor rebuilt. Already got the fuel lines. Fuel lines are all done. So that's actually good. So now just got to get a carburetor gasket. And so I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And so thanks for watching.